This is another video brought to you by the Ichiban Productions. Like, comment, subscribe. So welcome everyone, happy days are here again. We're back with another tech review. This time we're going to open, unbox and review, and most importantly compare the Fire TV Remote Pro. For those of you that might have been under a rock or just hate Jeff Bezos, it has been Prime Day recently, so I've indulged in quite a few products that I'll be reviewing over the next few weeks. This is one I've been looking at for a little bit of time. If it's got Pro in the name or Max in the name, I feel I've got to have it. I have reviewed previously, which appearing in the corner up there, the Fire Stick Max, which I absolutely love. And it comes with a remote, but it's this remote. Oh, not that I'm complaining, I actually really like this remote. However, to know there's an upgraded version, I got to have it. I got to see, is it worth it? I got to figure out, is it worth the upgrade? So let's check out the box and see what the new features are. As with all Amazon products, it comes in this blistering orange design. And there we go, it looks fairly similar to start with. However, immediately I can see, ooh, it's not actually a flat surface. It's kind of like indented or risen, shall I say, so you can actually feel the buttons themselves. That's pretty cool. It's a backlit, so you know, if you like watching it in the dark and you're fumbling for the buttons, it will backlight for you, which is pretty cool here. On the back we've got other things, remote finder, so if you're a person that loses your remote, apparently you can find it. You can ask A to do that. Customizable buttons, which is the 1 and 2. You know, you're sick of scrolling through to find, I don't know, Hulu or whatever. Hulu, I don't know, I've chosen an American one, but anyway, we can customize those to whatever we want them to be. And of course backlit, which is the other big feature. And yeah, so there we go. Comes with batteries as well. Of course it will do because it's from Amazon. And that's basically it. You can use this with any Fire Stick. I think you could also use it with the it's the Echo Show 15. That's got a Fire TV integration now. So that's a choice. Oh, other thing I've also noticed here, it's got its own dedicated settings button. So if you want to get to settings, boom, you press that. And it's got a headphone one. You know, for me, I like, you know, watching TV at night or whatever, and I don't want to disturb the fiance, so I always get my AirPods on or whatever. It's nice to be able to press that to go boom straight to the Bluetooth settings. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's crack it open and see what's inside. One thing I do like about Amazon products is you don't have to faff to open them, so you don't need no scissors or anything. So here we go, opened up, and what we got inside? Oh, can you see all that literature? Ooh, comes out in one. I mean, Amazon, you know, it's pretty good, user-friendly experience. That sounded like some batteries. Oh yes, some Amazon basic batteries. I would actually highly recommend those, all joking aside. I saw some reviews online that says that these Amazon basic ones are the best bang for the buck. So in terms of the amount of energy it provides for the cost, you know, these are pretty good. I don't know if that's still true, it was a couple of years ago, but anyway, I digressed and talked too much. Let's check out the instructions. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know reading isn't my forte or my favourite thing to do in the world. Yeah, I'm not reading all that, forget it. However, this one, hello, bonjour, hola, and here we go. Hopefully it's the quick start one. We've got ourselves the app buttons. These are, depends on your region, of course, so the American ones are different to the UK. Standard buttons there. How do we do? Pull it back, put the batteries in, set it up as a new remote, insert batteries, original remote. You can read this if you like. How to use it, backlit buttons, paired. Oh, to be fair, you know, there's not too bad instructions. They're all colourful as well, so that's not too bad. But here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's crack this open and see the controller in all its beautiful glory. I'm actually genuinely excited about this, so there we go. Ooh, nice. There are definitely some subtle differences to the way that feels. Yeah, definite differences. So taking a closer look at the controller itself, it's immediately different. That is the original one is quite rounded, where that has a flat surface on the sides, which just actually feels so much better in your hand. It feels a little bit like an Apple TV remote in terms of the sides. The back's curved, the same as that one. It is a little bit bigger. I mean, can you see just a tiny bit taller? I mean, that's not a bad thing. Let's have a look at the buttons themselves. I think this one has been used quite a bit, so the buttons aren't as like fresh as these ones. Do they feel the same? Yep, same sort of clickiness. You can see the differences here. We've got ourselves our settings buttons, and we've got ourselves our customizable ones. That's not bad at all. Interesting. Amazon Prime, Prime Video. We've got ourselves Netflix there, Amazon Music, and then instead of Disney Plus, they replaced it with the app one. I would much prefer that. I mean, I don't mind Disney Plus, but boom, straight to apps is really cool, because you could set that to be Disney Plus if you're that bothered. We got ourselves the headphone button there, which I think takes you to Bluetooth. Pretty good. On the bottom, you got a little gap there. I guess that's so it makes a noise if you lose it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I actually really like the feel to this. I mean, there's something weird about that indent there to try and pull it out. However, this one, I think, yeah, boom, straight down. Here we go, straight in. Real nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the review here. Oh, for you, it'll be seconds, just stick around. But for me, it's going to be a couple of weeks. Because what I'm not going to do is say, oh, this is the greatest remote in the world, and I haven't actually used it. So I'm going to set it all up, use it for a few weeks, come back and tell you, is it worth the upgrade? Overall, just from feeling it, I've got a positive feeling about this one. I'll be right back. Boom, and I'm back. Like I said, I'll be back. I've been using this for probably a couple of weeks now, and I can honestly say I love this controller. It is the subtle update and the subtle changes that makes this one so much more usable and user-friendly. So yeah, I've been loving it. So let me show you a few things first. I think the first thing that shows its shining bright light is in the dark. So let me lower the lights and show you this backlit remote. Ooh, I have lowered the lights for some ambiance. There's the remote. It's not entirely dark in here, it's just pretty dark, and then boom, lit backlit buttons. I just think it looks so nice. I love the way that the actual shortcut buttons at the bottom here are coloured as well. Really nice. It does go off after a short period of time. It's bright enough so you can see, but it's not so bright that it is blinding in the dark. I really like that feature. That's a nice update, Amazon. Yes, I do like that one. So let me talk you through some of the other things I think is awesome. If you click that one, it doesn't just take you to the Bluetooth settings, it takes you to Bluetooth audio, so you can quickly connect to headphones or speakers or something like that. We got ourselves the TV button, so if you press that, what that does is brings up your live TV guide. So if you've got apps that it detects are TV channels, it takes you live to those. So for example, if you subscribe to ITVX, it'll bring you up the ITV channel, so you can quickly press that instead of having to go through the app, which I think is really cool. We've got ourselves this settings buttons. I thought this took you to main settings, but it doesn't. It brings you to the same setting as if you press and hold the menu. You know, the one where you got profiles, apps, sleep, and all that. Yeah, that one takes you directly there. The app button takes you straight to the apps instead of having to scroll across, which I think is really nice. But the magic, the magic of those two buttons there. So the magic of this controller are really these customizable programmable buttons. So if you press and hold them, you can change them at any time you like, and then a single press will activate them. Now when you do it, the Fire TV will make some recommendations of what it thinks it can do, so you can open apps, launch stuff. But what it really is amazing for is you can have an Amazon shortcut. So anything you can ask A to do, right, it can do for you automatically. So for me, it links to my front doorbell camera. So if I press that, it just loads it up. I get a picture-in-picture, it brings it up immediately. But you can have it linked to any a routine you like. So any routine you've set up, no matter what it is, you can have it linked to one of these two. So you maybe you've got like I don't know, maybe you've got a routine set up that when you press it, it could dim the lights, you know, and it loads up Netflix or something like that. These are the golden buttons, and I think this makes it well worthwhile. The last thing I want to show you is how you can use A to find your remote if you misplace it. Okay, so the Find My Remote feature. So you have to have the Apple TV powered on, not physically on, it could be in sleep mode, but you have to have power to your Apple TV to get this to work. So if you've got your remote attached to an Apple TV and there's no power to it, you pull the power cord out, the Find My won't work. However, the Find My remote will work as long as there's power to your Apple TV, whether it's in sleep mode or not. So let me show you how it works. Alexa, Find My remote. That's pretty quick. It says up to 30 seconds, but boom, it's straight on. So it keeps going until you press a button, and when you press a button, it stops beeping. Pretty good. I think it's a really nice feature. I would love to see these become a standard remote with all the Fire TV Maxes. However, I can see why it's a bit extra. I think for the value for money on Prime Day, on discount, this was 100% worth it. Is it worth it full price? Well, let's put a star rating on it and find out. So So for the Amazon Remote Pro, I'm going to give this about 5 stars out of 5 stars. I absolutely love this controller. I think it is a lifesaver and has so many interesting features that differentiates it from the normal remote to make it worthwhile a purchase. I'm not, however, going to give it the Ichiban seal of approval because it is a luxury product. You can get by absolutely fine with the normal remote, but if you've got a little bit of wonga burning a hole in your pocket and you're looking for a tasty upgrade, I would honestly say that this remote is definitely worth it. Why? I like the nightlight feature, but most of all, there's customizable buttons to do those A shortcuts. Chef kiss, definitely worth it. 5 stars. So with that in mind, if you found this video useful, please give it a cheeky thumbs up. That means it tells the YouTube algorithm it's an alright video and other people can see it and make an informed decision about buying this. If you do want to buy this, there's an affiliate link in the bottom, so it will chip a couple of extra pennies my way if you decide to buy it that way. So I want to say thank you in advance. If you've got any questions or comments, post them in the comment section below. Hopefully I've answered all your questions, but if you've got any more, please post them. I will reply. Happy to do little shorts to show things working if you want to know what it does. And most importantly to me, if you could find it in your heart to press that subscribe button, it would mean absolute world to me. I'm slowly but surely aiming to get to 1,000. One day we'll get there and my dream will become a reality. Oh, it means so much to me to press it. Go on. Thank you very much. With that in mind, you know what I'm going to say. Look after yourselves, take care of the people around you, and most importantly, stay out of trouble.